Ladies and gentlemen, this is Urban Legends, Fact or Fiction. Our first story starts with a boy named Andrew. Andrew just inherited a old Xbox from his older brother. Looking to get some games for it, he went to his local discount used video game store. After rummaging through the discount bin, he found a old beat-up disc that said Halo on it, written in marker. He picked up the disc, looked at it, there was no price on it, so he went up to the clerk. He said, hey, I would like to purchase this, how much is it? Clerk looks at it, basically had no tags, no barcode, nothing, so he basically said, I don't give a shit, probably doesn't even work, just take it. So Andrew takes the disc home, sits in front of his TV, puts the Halo game into his Xbox, turns it on, goes to the load screen, and there's already a save file. Some weird all in Japanese, a save file all in Japanese. Just ignoring it, he deleted it, thinking it's the previous owner's save file. Starts up a new game. Starts playing it for a little while. And periodically the game would flicker and start going all cryptic. And thinking it's just scratched on the game, used, beat up game, he just ignores it, continues playing it. Finally, gets to a certain point in the game and then decides that, it's time for a break. So he turns off the game, goes to dinner. He comes back, puts the game back on, and where his original save file was, it's now back to the Japanese save file. Not thinking it's some kind of, error code. He clicks on it, thinking what the hell, this guy might have a good save game. So he clicks on it, and he's at a part of the game far beyond where he was, and he's fully maxed with all the best of the best weapons, the best ammo, everything. So he starts playing the game, goes through, having fun, gets the kill shots in, and suddenly the game spazzes out again. Goes completely cryptic, goes completely pixelated and staticky, and suddenly he sees a video of a Japanese man sitting at his desk, and the man is holding his mouth, looking at while looking at a picture of a woman. The man in the video clicks a few things on his mouse and starts crying. He picks up a box, or he picks up his envelope opener, picks it up and stabs it into his stomach, twists it and pulls up.
What?
And then as he's falling down on as he's falling down on the desk with his head down, he hits his mouse one last time, and the video completely goes static, and the game reboots to the load screen. Andrew, freaking the hell out, naturally, calls the police. It reports it. About 20-30 minutes later, in traditional policeman time, they show up thinking it's a hoax and it's a prank, but they have to follow up anyways. Police show up, they check out the game, and the video exists in the game. Now, after a short but thorough investigation by the police, they find out that this game is the guy in the video is actually one of the encryptors and software developers for the original Halo game, whose fiance actually passed away in a tragic motorcycle accident just a few months prior to the game's release.
Right.
So
I'm gonna call bullshit on the story for one reason. You cannot physically possibly have a previous saved game on an Xbox just from the disc. That's impossible. The memory is local on your console, so unless the guy played this on his console, it was not going to happen.
Now, to be fair, if this guy was one of the developers and one of the encryptors, then who's to say what they can do? But essentially, you're right. But if this guy is
now the story says guy finds a little beat up copy of Halo. That's what it was, right?
Not possible.
He found a copy in a used video game store with just Halo written on it.
Just Halo, just like a used
marker, like a blank CD.
Like a blank disc. Okay.
Well, for
by the way, I'm just writing down.
If you find a blank disc at your local GameStop, it's a blank DVD, presumably, and says Halo on it. You should that GameStop should be in jail, or the people because they're
asked the
selling
clerk how much it was because it had no barcode, it had no price on it. He asked how much it was. The guy said he never saw it before.
And plus, I also kind of
had no recollection of it. He was like, somebody somebody put a fucking UCD in the thing, take it.
Yeah,
true.
I also kind of called.
I used to work in a game. You have to test that shit whenever they try and turn that stuff on, and if it doesn't have game graphics on it, you can't take it. And even then, all the discs were kept behind.
And plus, I kind of call bullshit on this because no self-respecting GameStop employee would not try to sell you something while you're in the store.
Yeah.
But what if it was a mom-and-pop shop? What if it was a
GameStop? I said it was a local discount gaming store.
I'm just saying, like...
It doesn't say
that's true. I suppose if it was a cash generator or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, I got my copy of Dead Rising 2, which is right up there from a mom-and-pop shop, and it works just fine, but that's a different story for a different day, obviously.
Yeah, let's see, this kinda just rings of falsehoods, because, for one, Halo was made by an American company, so the idea of them being a Japanese man on there committing harikiri makes no sense. Now, yes, I am aware that yes, there are Japanese Americans in the United States. You know, I'm not completely oblivious, but you know, usually when you think video games, you think Japan. And Xbox was an American-made console, or it was.
But
many video game companies do go to either Korea or Japan for graphics or for the major hard stuff.
Yeah,
you know, the hard stuff, like the making of the stuff. So
yeah, in fact, the reason the original Xbox did not sell as well as it probably should have in Japan was because
it's an American console.
It was an American console, and Japanese.
True.
The Japanese generally tend to shy away from American-made products. So,
what do you mean? Have you seen fucking downtown Tokyo? That's fucking Europe or Asia's version of Times Square. Jesus Christ, there's more fucking Starbucks and McDonald's in fucking downtown Tokyo than there is fucking ever than in Manhattan.
No, but I'm saying when it comes to video games, they're very wary of anything American-made.
That's true.
True.
It's usually because it falls apart.
Yeah, because it's the sad part. The sad thing is, usually American video game products don't sell well. Why? Because they're shit.
You're calling Halo shit?
So, like, yeah, I mean, like Xbox
records.
Yeah, well,
that was like
all
Super Mario Brother for
most...
Xbox.
Huh?
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. Mario will never be on an Xbox. But I was just saying, most American games now have all kind of turned on the chest-high walls, the game.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't...
Well,
I'm gonna go...
Don't say which... You still haven't heard the second story. So
okay.
Yeah, this is... it's...
Okay,
which one's discussion whether or not it could be.
Fair enough.
Alright, so you want to hear the second one?
Roll the second story.
Alright, second story. Hold on, let me just open up that window.
Take your
Billy,
time, LC.
driving and wanting to play some old classic Genesis games, downloaded an emulator. Looking and then started searching online to find some torrented video games. After searching a few sites, he found a site with a lot of good recommendations and a lot of good thumbs up, comments, etc., etc. So he sifts through their category of what torrent games he can find. And at the end, sifting through, he finds Sonic the Hedgehog. EXE. He loves Sonic, he remembers playing it as a kid, so he downloads the game. After downloading the game, he sets it up, gets the emulator going, and turns it on. The load screen starts up with the classic Sonic logo, but then the game flickers, the image goes dark, and the water turns into a blood red, and Sonic has a demonic look on it. A demonic look. Going to the select screen, he sees 3 images. One of Tails, one of Knuckles, and one of Dr. Wily as characters to choose. Seeing how Tails was the only one unlocked, he clicks Tails. The traditional Sonic's first level shows up, and as he runs through the game, there's no turns, no passage, no turns, no events, just a straight flat line console. And in the background, and on the ground and in the background, there are little animals slaughtered, bloodshed, heads ripped off, bloody animals straight throughout the whole level. He gets all the way to the end of the level, thinking this is bizarre and knowing this is not the actual Sonic game, but curious on what he has, gets to the end. And where the end level thing is, the game flickers again, and an evil, demonic devil Sonic appears, taunting Tails, and proceeds to attack him, eventually ripping Tails' head off. The game
we've all wanted to do that,
loads, the game loads, and it's back to the select screen, now with Knuckles available. He selects Knuckles, kind of shaken, wondering what the hell he has, but he's curious to see what this game is, thinking it's cool. So he clicks Knuckles, proceeds again, same scenario. Blood splattered screens and torn to shreds animals. At the end of the level again, Sonic appears and starts to attack Knuckles. As Cap keeps coming up, you're too slow, your soul will be mine, etc. After killing Knuckles, it goes to the 3rd level. And now it's Dr. Wily. After running through the game as Dr. Wily, same procedure happens at the end.
Wait, Dr. Wily can run?
Demonic Sonic shows up and proceeds to slaughter Dr. Wily. And at the end, after brutally slaughtering Dr. Wily, Sonic looks at the camera, static goes, and an evil face appears saying, "Ready for level 2." Shaken and torn, he turns off his computer immediately, and proceeding for several weeks afterwards, a series of bad luck started happening. He started to feel anxious, paranoid, feelings of somebody following him. End of story.
Okay. This sounds like cut and paste a really disturbing hack of the original Sonic. And because, I mean, that's the wonderful thing about these.
Alright, sorry, I screwed up the name. Dr. Wily is not actually Sonic, it's Mega Man. What's the Doctor in Sonic then?
Robotnik or Eggman, depending on the version.
Sorry. The person writing this on this article screwed it up.
Yeah, this definitely sounds more realistic.
Plausible?
Yeah, plausible. Yeah.
Because
Why
I
would it be
have
plausible?
actually
Why is
played
it
a Sonic version where it was Sonic running through hell. I have played that little version, It was shit and buggy as hell, but it exists somewhere. I think it's still on Newgrounds, guys, if you want to check it out. But it's easy to make these games. Very easy.
Yeah, give a prime example when, on the DS, when the new Super Mario Brothers game came out. PETA, fuck you, PETA. PETA got into this big whole thing about the Tanuki suit. So
The Tanuki suit is evil.
Yeah, so they created their own Mario game, which is essentially a ROM hack of. Well, I don't know if it's a ROM hack, but it's very, very similar to Super Mario to Super Mario World. ROM hacks are literally like a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
And they you
as
can get
someone-
a ROM.
The question is it plausible?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
I mean, as someone who's played hacked games before, I've played with emulators before. I even played a version of Super Mario Brothers, like the original, but with Super Mario Brothers 3 graphics for an example of how a game can be hacked. It's possible to. I don't know where you lost me there on the real scale was. He felt he was getting followed after ready for level 2.
Well, that's just because he was easily creeped out.
That has to do with his own personal problems. It's got nothing. It's got nothing to do with this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this last one, the Sonic game was real because I have seen, just in my experience, in my 31 years of gaming, I have seen so many different ROM hacks of just the original Super Mario Brothers, where the levels are just just the level design. You think that these people have nothing better to do than to try to piss people off with trying to get to certain levels.
Oh god,
So yeah,
Happy Wheels alone, dear god.
Yeah, so
No,
yeah,
I play some of those videos on this show, so
so I'm gonna go ahead. My vote is for the Sonic game.
Yeah, I second that vote.
Matty?
I would third it, but wouldn't it be wild if number 1 actually was the true one, just to fuck us over? But my vote is for number 2 as being the real one, as the factual one is for the Sonic hack.
Yeah.
But I would get a kick out of the first one being the real one.
If the first one is the real one, I will piss myself. Okay, because that is fucking creepy.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys, alright, you want to know which one's the real one?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Drum roll, please.
I can't drum roll, my keyboard's on a
It is
pillow.
actually number 2.
Ah!
The first one is a story I wrote.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
That's how we're gonna play this
That was
game.
pretty cool.
This is how we're gonna play this game. I'm gonna write a story.
It was pretty
I'm gonna
cool,
make
but-
up a urban myth and then throw a real one in. The Sonic
dude.
game is
Puzzles,
true.
there's
It's
honestly-
actually downloadable. It's actually playable, and I actually have a let's play of it that I'm gonna
Dude,
show as soon as this segment's
Honestly,
done.
dude, if you wrote that one, okay, I'm saying this right now. We are going to fucking film that. We will make
I've been
that.
meaning, I
into
want
a
to.
fucking
Actually, it's
short
part of a
film.
script.
That's
I'm working
fucking
on.
awesome. That is fucking awesome.
That's cool, man. That's you haven't been
That's
going
actually
for
really
a bit
impressive.
on that first one. Actually, that was pretty good.
I mean, because the thing
I did
like that.
throw in a few things though that purposely made it unbelievable, like hence
because the
the
one
Japanese thing,
re-
the
yeah.
police. I know a few of the flaws, and I put them in purposely as red herrings.
Yeah, the one reason I thought why the first one might have been true, why it might have had some semblance of truth into it, was that on Halo, when they released Halo 2 on the PC for Vista, they had to do a massive recall because deep in the in the CD, there's an image file of one of the programmers mooning the camera.
I read that. That's where I got. I read that when I was doing my research.
Yeah,
that's where I got the idea.
So yeah, it's like I would hope that wouldn't be on there, but nothing would surprise me anymore.
Although I will say this, there is some truth behind the second one. The whole thing about anxiety. I watched this Let's Play and I played the Let's Play just to get a feel for this thing so I could figure it out.
Yeah.
I kind of had the creeps afterwards, and I don't scare easily.
Well, yeah,
I wasn't expecting a demonic Sonic to come kill me, but I did have a little few moments when I kept looking around the room, kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. Like if you're expecting a really cutesy kids game like Sonic, and then like
something creepy as that happens.
Yeah, it's like,
and also the fact that I threw in about the bad luck is because I've had a shitty fucking week where everything could possibly go wrong, and it started with me doing the research for this on Sunday night and watching that. I was just like, is there something maybe to this story? Is this game really bad luck?
Creeped yourself out, Elsie?
Surprised!
I didn't creep myself out. I just had a really bad week where everything could go wrong, did go wrong, and I was thinking to myself like, is there something true to this story? Maybe this game really does have some weird supernatural effect.
But yeah,
like my girlfriend just magically started getting pissed off every other day, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
But yeah, I could definitely see how you could get unnerved because you're expecting one thing that's very, I don't want to say kid friendly because
it's like your childhood being raped almost. Like that's a happy memory from your childhood, and then you see these twisted images.
Yeah, I mean it's like seeing it. It's like going to watch the birth of your child on tape, and instead instead you watch Two Girls, One Cup.
No. Actually, I gotta find that video. I gotta play that. Sometime
I have managed to avoid watching that original video. I've managed to avoid all trolling attempts, but I keep
it's not that bad.
getting
Matty,
caught by the parodies.
Dude, I tell you, if you play that shit... Oh,
yes?
sorry,
You kept putting your finger up like you wanted something to say.
Let this be a lesson, folks. Read the label before you play the game. If it says Sonic the Hedgehog Murderer instead of just plain old Sonic the Hedgehog Sega, thing, be careful.
Also,
fun little fact: it says Sonic EXE, which EXE is a known extension for a virus.
No, actually,
EXE is executable. That works in almost every single file that does something on your computer.
Pretty much is the way hackers set viruses into your computer.
It is a way.
Yeah, it works on viruses too. It's an executable. It's what tells the program to actually do something.
Yeah, but this is also a thing. If you go to like I want to get an emulator and get Sonic the Hedgehog. If you see Sonic EXE, that is not the right file format. Every emulator has their own file format to play said games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I use EPSX or whatever it's called, and that uses bin.
Yeah.
Bin and ENC.
Yeah. So that
brings up another urban legend for another night.
Or you know
have
what?
Enigma in here for that one now.
Or you know what? Here's a really crazy thought. Legally buy the game. What a
He did. He bought it from a used fucking game store. Oh wait, sorry, we're talking about the second one.
I'm saying if you want to play Sonic, Xbox Live Arcade, Virtual Console, PlayStation Network, hell, get a goddamn Genesis, something.
I have a Sega
folks,
somewhere.
Want to play a Game Boy Color game? Buy these and these.
This is what.
$40. $40, folks. I'm not kidding. Well, I had it for a long time. I had it since '99. This was like $15, but still.
Yeah, see, this is what really pisses me off. We get the most up-to-date fucking consoles and everything, only to fucking homebrew it so we can play games 20 years old.
But they were brilliant games. They were awesome.
That's
The whole-
great.
I
the
found
whole thing
myself
is,
playing
the whole thing
Resident
is, have
Evil
you ever
today,
tried to
the first
play, like
one.
a classic game, especially a top loader or the worst.
Yeah.
The worst of the worst are the old Nintendos because honestly, those things never work, and there's a reason
okay.
for it. It's because of the flawed design.
Yeah, okay.
True,
here's the thing. If you've never taken out a fucking Nintendo cartridge to blow on it to make it work, you are not a real gamer. There, I said it.
Yep,
Well,
I've done
let me
that.
go into
I
my
have done
tech-
that.
Everyone knows me. I'm a tech guy. I know how to take things apart and put it together. I don't know how to operate things, but I know how to take things apart and put it together. Do you know why that actually works? It's
I should
because
start-
Reset
should
the
start
connection,
telling
people-
removing static.
it's a design.
I should
flaw.
start telling people, if you don't know how to play Duck Hunt on NES, if you've never played Duck Hunt on NES, you don't know what an NES is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that down dog.
And plus, okay.
I should start telling
And
people.
plus,
Memories.
anybody with the newest consoles and everything, you want to play old-timey shit, that's great, but buy it. You know, Xbox Live Arcade, I have Sonic's 1, 2, Sonic CD. You know, I have fucking Metal Slug on my, like, I buy them, they're legal, you can do this, and it's okay.
I have an old. I think I still have it. I have an old Atari home computer upstairs with a gigantic keyboard with a cassette player on the end.
Nice.
Oh, Nichola,
So you'd stick
The
a
what
tape
was that, like the Caligula or
run
something?
program, and press
Nichola,
play, and you'd go get your dad to play football before the game loaded. It took like an hour for it to load.
Nichola, you
Let's see.
you are sitting on fucking gold right there. You could put that shit on fucking eBay and somebody will buy it, like for like hundreds of
I
dollars.
need to find it. It's up. It's up in
It
the attic,
will.
stored away with the Nintendo,
Yeah.
and my PlayStation.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
my PlayStation feet, I think. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Everything
is
I
a-
own is in boxes because my house isn't ready and I'm sitting at my mom's.
Enigma wants a Jaguar. Yeah, the only problem is they don't fucking work.
No,
Period.
Jaguar
They
was-
don't.
It's like
I've
the
had
bottom
a-
CD for
I've
what
had
was
an
it, the
unfortunate
Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
We never
I've had
got
an
the Jaguar.
unfortunate-
All right,
Jaguar
enough
was
gaming talk.
easy.
Enough gaming talk. This was Urban Legends, Fact or Fiction.
Uh,
Last words,
this
everybody.
This was a lot of fun.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to doing this next week.
Yes,
I got
that
2
was
new
fun.
stories next week, so. All right, everyone. Just to show that this is true, the story I said is true, I actually have the Let's Play of the game. And if you get murdered in your sleep tonight, or or something bad happens to you this week,
I will come back and haunt your ass, Elsie.
by watching this video, I have a disclaimer saying that you will not sue me in the process, or your family, or next of kin. Thank you very much. This is Sonic EXE.
Or RV or.
And there's your Let's Play. The game exists. It's downloadable. You can find it very easily. It's called Sonic EXE. Very good. Very good. It's creepy. It honestly is creepy. It freaked me out when I played it. The Let's Play you saw there was not from me. I found a Let's Play on YouTube because I don't know how to capture video. But hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys liked